That's where we'll cut it. What's up, all you cool cats and cool kittens? How's everyone doing? Everyone doing well? Can you hear me? Am I coming through? How are you doing in this time of crisis? I'm still breathing. It's always a good sign. Coming through fine. Why do you always stream at 3 a.m.? Well, clearly you and I are in different time zones, Belmar. It certainly is not 3 a.m. for me. It just became 7 o'clock, so clearly there's a little bit of a bridge between the two of us. If you could travel to any part in the future, where would you go? Could I get back? Or am I just stuck in the future? I'd skip a year ahead and hope that it's better. It's 10 o'clock for you guys. I'm assuming you're on the East Coast. You trying to escape the hell that is schoolwork again? I am, yes. I sure am. In my country, it's morning. See, May gets it. I'm just going to say her last name because I don't want to mess up her first name, so we're just going to call her May. I will watch all your stream. Well, thank you very much, Funky Cat. We're literally living V for Vendetta prequel. I never saw it. For me, it's 12 because I'm in Australia. Well, thank you for tuning in from Australia, Ellis. I know you were here last night as well. How long will you stream for? Definitely not 5 hours again. I'm not streaming for 5 hours again. D-Mizzle, what up? What's up, self-evolution? Did I say... I don't know if I said elevation right. I don't know what word came out of my mouth. Evolution, I think I said. There isn't a prequel. We are the prequel. I gotcha. I see what you're saying. You're in Georgia. Nice. I'm here. I was here last night also. Yeah, I recognize you, Godzilla. I remember you from last night as well. Have you seen A Quiet Place? I have seen A Quiet Place. I rather liked A Quiet Place. There's an Asian invasion going on? Nice, that's what I like to see. It's very suited for this channel. I thought you said self-double Asian. Well, that is not quite what I said. So you like the artwork, I see. I'm making a remake in color on Photoshop. Awesome, man. Make sure to send that to me when you're done. Do you think they'll make a Godzilla ride? And if they do, will you write it? I don't know. I don't know if they're ever going to make a Godzilla ride. I'm sure at some point down the line there will be one. And if there is and I cross paths with it, maybe I'll write it. Do you watch Korean zombie movies? I do not. What do you think about Gargantuas being in Monsterverse? You know, the thing with the Monsterverse is I don't think we're going to get as much of it as I'd like. I'd love to see the Gargantuas back, though. I think they could work in the Monsterverse. I think they could do a lot of cool things with them in the Monsterverse. I'd love to see that. I think it's more realistic that we would see that coming out of Toho rather than coming from Legendary. But I would love to see them back in the modern context, that's for sure. Shin Godzilla prequel, what do you think about it? The hard thing with that, May, is that there isn't a lot of story there, right? You know, we could get a Goro Maki prequel, Um, I think it would be like a short film. I think that would be the way to go. If you were going to do a Shin Godzilla prequel, I would do it as a short film exploring what happened with Goro Maki. Because, of course, we know Godzilla doesn't show up until Shin Godzilla. You know, that's his first appearance. So you don't have a Godzilla to work with in a Shin Godzilla prequel, which is why you'd have to do it as, I'd imagine, a relatively short, very human focused little film. If only Revenge had an actual budget, then we would have seen the Gargantuas in that film. Yeah, and they were supposed to make an appearance in Destroy All Monsters as well, or at the very least, I believe Gyra, Green Gargantua, was supposed to appear in Destroy All Monsters. I'm not sure if both of them were, but I think they were. Dude, are you okay? You kinda look depressed. IDK, what to say? But just know that we're here for you. I'm all right. I'm still breathing. Just been stressed. You know, it's life. It's busy, and I'm exhausted. I stayed up way too late streaming with you guys last night, so not doing that again. But yeah, I'm all right. I'm hanging in there. Hope all you guys are too. If you were to make your own monster slash kaiju, what would you call it, and how would you design it? I probably wouldn't make my own original monster. I just don't. I don't know. There's a lot of like horror monsters that I have come up with ideas for in the past. You know, a lot of smaller ones, human-sized creatures, but I don't have any giant monsters that come to mind that I would create. I think I would just rework existing monsters. I think that would be a little bit more fun for me. What Godzilla movie would you make? Prayers for Peace, the book I'm writing. I'd make it a movie. Which Mothra twin did Haruo do it with in Godzilla the Planet Eater? Which one did he connect life with? It's a very good question. And if I had kept better track of their names, I'd be able to answer that. But it's the mean one. He connects life with the mean one. The one that is... the one that scowls a lot. I don't know what her name is. But that's the one he does. And he thinks he's with the other one. He thinks he's with the nice, happy one. But the plot twist in that film is that he is not with the nice, happy one. He is with the mean one. How strong do you think Final Wars Godzilla is compared to newer Godzillas? Pretty strong. I think the Final Wars Godzilla could probably beat the legendary Godzilla in a fight. I do not think he would be able to beat Shin Godzilla, as Shin Godzilla is kind of invincible. Which character are you excited to see again in Godzilla vs. Kong? Mine is kind of obvious. Madison Russell. I'm very excited to see what they do with Mark Russell and Dr. Chen. Honestly, yeah. If that's what... Dr. Chen and Dr. Ling are the two that I'm most excited to see back. I would like to say Houston Brooks, but I do not think that they're going to bring Houston Brooks back, even though he absolutely should be back. If you can travel to any Godzilla movie, what would it be? Well, we already live in the world of Godzilla's Revenge. And I relate to that character, Haru. What? Wait, no, his name's Ichiro. What just happened to my head? I was totally on the anime still. Ichiro is a character who I've always very strongly related to, which I know is not a lot of people's experience with that character. But we already live in the world of Godzilla's Revenge, so I've already traveled to one of them. But if I could travel to a different Godzilla universe, a different Godzilla world, God, I guess I would go with the Showa era. I feel like all of them you're kind of getting screwed if you go to any of them. People are dying everywhere. Monsters are everywhere. It's a big mess. But by the late Showa era, things are just so crazy. It'd be pretty fun to go check it out. No piano this stream. Piano's right here. I'm touching it. You can kind of see You can kind of see the white of the piano sticking out right over here. I don't have it out just because I'm waiting to see, if people want me to play anything, I'll play something. But I know a lot of people have been really wanting to do Q and A, so yeah, I was going to do Q and A. D-Man, how's your quarantine going? It's all right. I like being outdoors, and I sure do miss going to the movies and hanging out with my friends, so it's okay. Which type of Godzilla incarnations are you a fan of? Which would win in a fight? I don't know if I'm going to keep doing these fight questions, just because they kind of get redundant, but which Godzilla incarnations are you a fan of? All of them. I like all the Godzilla incarnations. I think they all have their own place in the Godzilla franchise history, and I think they're all important in their own regards. I tend to like Godzilla being a bad guy more than I like Godzilla being a good guy, but that's just me personally. I know a lot of people don't agree with that sentiment. I personally like Godzilla to be evil. As for which Godzilla would beat all the other Godzillas, it would obviously be Godzilla Earth. He's so much bigger, and he's indestructible. Can you play any Godzilla themed music? I can play a lot of Godzilla themed music. Yeah. Do you think Mark Russell and Dr. Chen will be in a relationship during the explosion from the bomb in Godzilla's temple? You can see Dr. Chen hold Mark's hand. So, a new ship. Yeah, I do think that they might not. I don't know if they'll necessarily be in a relationship, but I think that they will be along those lines. I think they will be kind of flirty with each other or close. I know that hand-holding carries a lot more weight when you read the novelization. The hand-holding is made much more significance of, and there is the implication that the two of them have feelings for one another. So that is something that I think is different to the novelization from what we saw in the film, even though it's supposed to be canon. And yeah, you can see that being followed through with in the sequel. I could see in Godzilla vs. Kong, the two of them are maybe in a relationship, maybe they're just close to one another, I don't know. Where do you get the thumbnails for your streams? I get the thumbnails from the old VHS art of Godzilla. So, yesterday was Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. The day before that was Godzilla King of the Monsters. And today is Godzilla's Revenge. Does this mean I have to call Chen Mom? It'd be up to you, Madison. You could either call her Mom or you could call her Chen, whatever it works for you. How's your snake? He's good. He bit the hell out of my finger the other day. He swallowed the thing whole on accident. He tried to bite me, right? Because I startled him. It was my bad. It was 100% my fault. I grabbed him while his head was buried, but his body wasn't. And I was like, yeah, he's hungry. And I grabbed him, and he was hungry. But I startled him. And so he whipped around and tried to bite at what was grabbing him, and his whole mouth just swallowed my finger. How's your bird? The bird is good. He is hanging in there, just like all of us. Do you like hermit crabs? Nope. They're nothing to me. Where do you find the art for thumbnail? Again, the art for the thumbnail is the art for the thumbnail comes from VHS art. Seems like he has a pretty strong feeding response. I don't know if it was necessarily a feeding response as much as it was I scared him. He is quite aggressive with the mice he eats. He can be quite brutal with them at times, where it's like he'll be unnecessarily brutal to some of the mice he eats. But yeah, he's not aggressive. He's not an aggressive snake. He bit the hell out of my finger, and immediately afterward, he was cool. He was good to go. I was able to hold him and hang out with him. So he was not cranky following those events. What's your bird's name? The bird's name is Mike. Technically my brother's bird, not my bird. Damn, major burn on hermit crabs. Of course. Gotta insult the hermit crabs. Bunch of losers. Would you like to see a crocodile-like kaiju join the MonsterVerse as an ally to Godzilla? I think it's unnecessary. I don't know why you would need that. Peace, D-Man. Good monologue, and see you later. All right, see ya, man. I don't know if I'd call this a monologue, but thanks. See you later. Are you a fan of tokusatsu outside of anything Godzilla related? Kind of. You know, I like the King Kong films. Some of those definitely qualify, even though some people may not want to consider them. They do qualify. I watch films, but I don't dabble in the tokusatsu genre as much as some of my other fellow kaiju tubers. I'm very much a Godzilla YouTuber, Godzilla and Kong. I don't know if I'd necessarily consider myself a kaiju YouTuber. I'm quite specific in that genre. What if your snake appeared in Godzilla vs. Kong instead of you? I'd be quite jealous. I don't know how he got the role. What's your favorite animal just overall? I like lizards a lot. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're not asking what my favorite pet is. You're asking what my favorite animal is. Probably cats. I don't know. I like cats a lot. Have you played the King Kong game from 2005? It's my childhood. I have played that. I had the old computer game back in 2005. And I used to play it a lot. It was, from my recollection, just climbing the Empire State Building. And I don't remember what else happened in the computer game. But I used to play that. And then I got the Xbox version about 6 years ago. 5 years ago, maybe. And I never played much of it because that was around the point when I quit playing video games. And I know some people know that I've stopped and other people don't. And, I'm just going to start blocking people, by the way. So this guy's just blocked. So if you ever come in the chat spamming anymore, you're going to get blocked. That's just... There's the new rule, is I'm not putting people in timeout as much anymore. I'm just blocking people. Yeah, so I stopped playing video games about 4 years ago, and I never finished the King Kong 2005 game, but I did enjoy it. And then back also in the day, around like 2007 or so, I used to play Kong on the Game Boy. So there was or maybe it was the DS. I think it was Game Boy, though. There's the Game Boy, and I used to play the King Kong game on that, which was very different than it was on the Xbox. Look away for 1 second and there's a spammer in chat. Yeah, it always happens. I would watch Evangelion, but there's a lot of Connect Life in it. There is a lot of connecting life in especially the end of Evangelion. Do you think my big brother and his girlfriend Moth will meet again? Brother is sad of death. Godzilla's little bro. I hope so. I hope they reunite again. But I don't know. Only time will tell. Did you see the leaked Funko list? I sure did. It was cool. That's about the extent of what I'm going to say about it because I don't want to give spoilers to people who did not see it. On your phone... What? What did you say? On your iPhone, what is your wallpaper? Is it Godzilla? I don't know if you'd call it Godzilla. I mean, one of my wallpapers is me with my friends, like our graduation picture. And then another one is me with Akira Takarada. So, kind of Godzilla related, but not Godzilla. If Rodan's in Godzilla vs. Kong, whose side do you think he'd take? I think he'd probably take Godzilla's. Do you like 80s movies? It depends on the movie. Will you watch Ghostbusters Afterlife? I will watch Ghostbusters Afterlife, and I'm excited for it. I think they leaned way too heavily into the child aspect of that film. I don't really understand why we need to do Stranger Things, but it's Ghostbusters this time. I think that's unnecessary, but I am excited for it. Are you more of a Marvel or a DC guy? I'm more of a Marvel guy. I've always been more of a Marvel guy. Um, I used to love Green Lantern. He used to be one of my favorite superheroes, but I've always been more of a Marvel guy. I've always liked the Marvel movies more. I've only really ever read Marvel comics. I used to read Hulk comics, and I've dabbled in Spider-Man comics here and there, and that's about it. But I don't read a lot of um, superhero comics. What are the Godzilla movies you would recommend to new fans? So if I was trying to get someone into Godzilla, I'd probably start with the American films. I think that's the most accessible for new fans, to start them with the American stuff. I know that's not the popular opinion. Oh my god. Um, but yeah, I think that's what I would start with is Godzilla 2014, King of the Monsters, and I'd hope they like that. If they did, I'd show them the original. Other ones that I'd show them first would be Mothra vs. Godzilla. Um, yeah, the thing with like the Heisei era is Godzilla 84 is a very slow paced film. I think even more so than Godzilla 2014. And I don't think that one's the most accessible film to watch. And then the problem, I know everyone's fan favorites are like Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, 1991. It's such a weird movie with the time travel elements and everything going on. I don't know if that'd be where I'd want to start people. I think they wouldn't take it serious. I think that would give them the wrong impression of Godzilla, because I think they would only look at the silly aspects of that movie. So I would definitely start them with the American films. Godzilla 2014, King of the Monsters for sure. And I think King of the Monsters is kind of the perfect modern day Showa Godzilla movie. It's the closest thing we're ever going to get to a modern day Showa Godzilla movie. And so I think it's a good summation of that. Would you like a retelling of the original King Kong, like Jackson's King Kong, or would you like the MonsterVerse to continue? I'd like the MonsterVerse Kong to continue. The American stuff is a great starting point for most people, most similar to what people are used to watching nowadays with a lot of films. King of the Monsters especially. Yeah, for sure. King of the Monsters is definitely a action-packed blockbuster type film. Yeah, I think that was. I think that's a very mainstream kind of movie. I'm surprised it didn't make more money. I know it just had a lot of competition, and that was a big factor in it. But I would have thought the movie should have made more money. What's your favorite food? Apples. Would you like a colorized version of the first Godzilla like King Kong 33 got? I sure would, and I'd like to see that colorized King Kong 33 because I've not seen it. What is your first music on piano? I first played the classic Godzilla music on my piano. I think technically speaking, that was probably the first thing I played on piano. When I got this piano, the one sitting next to me back in like 2008 when I very first got it, that was pretty much the first thing I played. It was definitely in the wrong key, 100% in the wrong key. I could even play how I used to play it, and it is in the wrong key, but I got the general idea right for the, because it's 3 notes going down, 4 notes technically going down, and then if you want to go up one, then you add the 5th note. But it was simple. So technically I think Godzilla's theme was the first thing I played, and but then I actually did formal piano lessons for about 5 years and did not make as much progress as I should have, because back then I did not take piano seriously. I did not like to practice. I didn't take it seriously like I should have. And so that's why everything I know because I've had to self-teach myself. I'm self-taught is what I say, because although I got some of the foundations in formal lessons, I never actually really learned much in formal lessons because I was unwilling to learn at the time. Do you like Ready Player One? Yeah, I loved Ready Player One. I loved both the book and the movie. I thought they were both great on their own merits. When I first walked out of the movie, I was disappointed that it was so different from the book. But following my initial viewing of the film, I really fell in love with it. I watched it many times, and I liked it a lot. Have you heard of City Shrouded in Shadow, a Toku and Kaiju related game? I know you don't play games anymore, but it's interesting. I have, and back in the day I used to do news and updates for it. When they were still releasing DLC and everything, I used to cover it all the time. I've been looking to see other Godzilla films, and I can't find any. Do you know where I could watch them? Yeah, so go to Barnes & Noble or I don't know, what other types of bookstores might carry it, but places like Barnes & Noble definitely do. And you just go, you can pick up the Criterion collection. You could pick up I know they have like the Heisei films on Blu-ray, but I don't think they sell those in stores. And some of the Millennium films you can get in stores, but I'm specifically talking about bookstores typically have them. Why did you stop playing games? I stopped playing games for you guys. I think I'd probably be a happier person today if I didn't, if that makes any sense. I think I would probably be a happier person if I never... I don't know how to word it. I don't know. I think, if I were to have gone down a completely different route, if I were to not become a YouTuber, I would have probably been happier in some regards, and also I'd probably be more upset in other regards. If I was stuck in a world where I had to live a normal life, when I had to like go to a day job or whatever, or work at some fast food restaurant or something, that aspect would suck. But I also think I would be happier in my social life. I'd be interacting with people a lot more, because I know when you're playing video games, you're not seeing them directly, but you're still interacting with your friends a lot. At least with the games I used to play, I was always playing online multiplayer games with my friends, and I quit playing games so that I could do YouTube, because you just don't have enough time. You don't have enough time for everything you want to do, so I quit playing games so that I could do YouTube. And I know a lot of my friends are still to this day quite upset about it. And there are times when I really miss playing games, but also if I were to have continued playing games, I would have never been able to do this channel, and then I wouldn't have had any of the opportunities I've had over the years. What is your favorite song you play on piano? Godzilla's theme is the thing I play most. I have a lot of fun playing Godzilla's theme. But I know this might be a controversial answer. The ones that I have the most fun playing at the moment are Bad Guy, which is a song I don't even like, but it's a lot of fun to play. I may not know the lyrics, but it's a lot of fun to play. And then I Will Possess Your Heart that's one that I really like to play as well. Yeah, hot cross buns. What is your favorite Ghidorah design? That's a good question. Might be the 2019 Ghidorah design. I don't know. I really like the Showa design. There's something weird about it. I like the hair on his neck. It's very nostalgic for me. That's what I think of when I think of Ghidorah. But also, the 2019 design is awesome. Loved your singing 2 streams ago. Well, you should have been here yesterday, because I sang again yesterday. I've been investing in a weighted blanket. All right, you gotta let me know how that goes for you. If you could see a remake of any film ever made, what would it be? War of the Gargantuas. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? I don't eat ice cream. Not that I'm lactose intolerant or anything. It's not very healthy for you. So I don't eat a lot of ice cream, but I sure do like cookies and cream. There's a lot of good flavors out there. Cookies and cream's a good one. I like Kaiser Ghidorah, except his wings are too small. I have never been a fan of Kaiser Ghidorah's design. I don't know. Never really liked the horse body he has. And I've always thought he was kind of clunky compared to the regular Ghidorah. You knew it would be War of the Gargantuan. It's an anime that has mechs called Franks fighting giant kaiju. Kind of has some romance in it. Interesting. Probably not going to check it out. How you doing, brother? I'm a huge fan. Well, thank you very much, Matt Madani. I do not know how to say your name, but I'm Madani. That's how I'm going to say it. Thank you very much. Kaiser Ghidorah is a stupid design. Death Ghidorah did the same concept, but 10 years before, and it was a little bit better, too. I kind of like Death Ghidorah a little bit more. Did you finish your homework? I sure didn't, Scry. I sure didn't. I have a lot of homework that I still have to do. And a lot of it's due tomorrow. I listened to some of your albums, Scry, or your EP. It was good. It's gonna be honest, not my genre of music at all. But I thought you did a good job with it. I didn't finish it yet. I think I listened to the first 3 songs on it. Yeah, I liked it though. I thought you did a good job with it, even though I don't like that type of music. Are you going to G-Fest? I'm not going to G-Fest. G-Fest and Anime Matsuri are the same weekend this year, and I'm going to Anime Matsuri because that is the one where I'm working. That's the one where I actually have work to do there, so I got to go there. The vocals are off. I didn't really notice any problem with them. I thought you were going for like a moody, atmospheric type thing with it. What's your snake's name? Snake is named Rosie. Who's your favorite kaiju? Godzilla. My favorite Godzilla is in my name, Shin Godzilla, because his purple atomic breath is my favorite. Yeah, the purple atomic breath is cool. Just wait until coronavirus cancels G-Fest. It could happen. You never know. Rolling your eyes at the dude who runs G-Fest Twitter. I'm not going to give my input on that because I don't want to be blocked. Do you watch Breaking Bad, and who's your favorite character? I do watch Breaking Bad, and Jesse Pinkman is my favorite character, followed by Hank Schrader. I love those 2 characters. You like my Godzilla meme videos? Well, I think they'd get annoying if I did more of them, but the few that I've done have been fun. I was gonna do a Godzilla meme review surprise, where I was gonna go on the Godzilla memes subreddit and review all the memes there, but they were so bad, they were awful, that I didn't even bother. Well, D-Man, if the coronavirus does cancel G-Fest and Animatsuri no matter what, I'm going to G-Fest next year. Yeah, if they both get canceled, I'll try and go to both of them next year as well. And that would be awful if they both got canceled. That would be very upsetting. A lot of Godzilla memes are super bad. Very true. Very, very, very true. You should do a collab with Altiori. That is entirely out of my hands. She is more popular, meaning I'm not going to reach out to her. If there is a collab in the works, that would mean she'd have to reach out to me because I don't tend to reach out to channels that are larger than me. Not that I'm saying that you shouldn't do that if you're a smaller channel. You can do whatever you want. I personally don't reach out to channels larger than me for collabs because I don't feel like they should give me the time of day. How would feel if you were on The Masked Singer? I don't know what The Masked Singer is. I'm certainly not a good enough singer to be on anything. I think you're the most popular Godzilla YouTuber. I believe I might be the second most popular, after our boys, Monster Island Buddies. Have you seen The Godfather? And if so, did you like it? I have not seen The Godfather. That one might be a shocker of an answer, but I have not. How big would you make King Kong if you were to remake the original film? Well, if I were remaking the original, I would do 50 feet. So Mr. H reached out to you? Yeah. When Mr. H and I collabed, he reached out to me. Technically speaking, I reached out to him first, but that was not about a collab. That was about something unrelated. And him and I got to talking. And again, I don't tend to ask for larger channels to do collabs with me. I just don't think that. I don't know. I feel like I'm being disrespectful if I ask a larger channel for a collab. And so I wait. And he asked me, but we've been talking forever. You know, him and I are we're friends, so him and I have been talking forever, and yeah. Just check the Godzilla memes Reddit. Spoiler alert: it sucks. It's very bad. They're not funny. I love your. Oh, you're talking to Godzilla 154. I was like, custom figures. You're one of the only people who incorporate Godzilla villainous themes in your covers. I love Godzilla's villainous themes. Of course I'm going to try and incorporate them. You're the best, D-Man1954. Thank you very much, Mark. Do you think we'll see Godzilla vs. Gamera this decade? No, not this decade. I don't think so. In our lifetime? Yeah, probably. I think probably in our lifetime we'll see that, but not this decade. Why are you making so many streams? Are you on your deathbed? No, this channel sure is. That's why I'm doing it. Do you think we'll ever see Baggin either in MonsterVerse or future Toho project? Nope. Godzilla memes are often very boomer Facebook-like. I feel that. In my heart, you're the biggest Godzilla YouTuber. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Do you think Godzilla plays better as a villain or a hero? I think Godzilla plays better as a villain. That's the original intent of the character. That's what the character's been since the start. And I think you can thematically explore a lot more things when you have Godzilla as a villain. I think he can stand in as a... I don't know. I think he works best as a stand-in for a lot of other things when he's a villain, much more so than when he's a hero. If you can remake a Godzilla movie, what would it be? I don't know if I'd want to remake a Godzilla movie outside of maybe the original. But I wouldn't want to remake the original. I wouldn't just want to do a straight up the original. You know, if I was to do a remake, it would definitely have my own twist on it. And as I talked about in depth late last night, I would have the twist I would have on my story would take it in a very different direction than just a straight up remake. I like Godzilla, both villain and hero, although I tend to go for the hero side. And that's totally cool. You know, I don't have a problem with people who like the hero Godzilla. I love the hero Godzilla. The Showa era Godzilla movie, or the Showa era, is my favorite era of Godzilla movies. And I love the legendary Godzilla, although I prefer the characterization we got in Godzilla 2014, where he's a bit of a chaotic neutral character. I enjoy the hero Godzilla we saw in Godzilla King of the Monsters. I think it's awesome. I just personally prefer Godzilla as a villain. There's something so inherently Godzilla about Shin Godzilla. I know there's a lot of drastic changes they make with that characterization of Godzilla. The lasers, the shape-shifting, all sorts of weird stuff going on with the lore in that movie. But the essence of the character is so perfectly captured in that section when he comes back on land in the fourth form until he finishes the atomic breath and shuts down in Tokyo. That is Godzilla for me. That is what my Godzilla is unapologetically the bad guy, and he will lay waste to everything that gets in his way. Would you like to see continuation of the Showa era maybe for the 70th anniversary? I'd like to see it whenever. I'd love to see specifically probably a comic book continuation of the Showa era. I think that'd be the easiest to do it with, would be to continue the comics or to continue with comics. But yeah, I'd love to see a continuation in some way, shape, or form. Manager's texting me to say he'll tune into the stream if I'm still streaming once he's done eating. I'll text him back. What got you into Godzilla? My father got me into Godzilla when I was a little baby. I can't even say I was a child. I was straight up a baby. I've been watching Godzilla my entire life. What's your favorite Godzilla movie? King Kong vs. Godzilla 1962 is my favorite Godzilla movie. Would you like to see them make a second Shin Godzilla? I'd be open to it. I'd hope that it would be the same creative team who made the first one, and if not, I would not. If it's not going to be the same guys who made the first one, I wouldn't bother with it. What's your least favorite Godzilla movie? That answer kind of fluctuates between a few. I think at the moment, Godzilla vs. Hedorah is my least favorite. Godzilla being an anti-hero. Again, I think the anti-hero angle works. The Heisei era shifted Godzilla from being a straight-up villain into an anti-hero, and that worked pretty well. I still prefer Godzilla being a villain. Like GMK, you know. Are my Godzilla memes good? I don't know. What do you think your life would be like were you never introduced to Godzilla? I can't even begin to answer that question. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about the Millennium Godzilla? Personally, it's my favorite incarnation because it's the ones I found at Hollywood Video back when I was a kid. The Millennium Godzilla era is my least favorite era of Godzilla movies, but I think it's got some really strong entries in the franchise. Tokyo SOS is one that I really like. I really like GMK, and Godzilla 2000's a good one. Not to say that I don't like the others. I also really like Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, but that's the era I visit the least. That's the era that I don't watch a whole bunch of Millennium Godzilla movies frequently. But I do like the Millennium Godzilla movies. It's just the era that I watch the least. Even though I think if we're technically speaking, the Heisei era, I think might rank lower overall, just because I think the Heisei era has more average films than the Millennium era. The Millennium era has either good or bad movies. I don't like Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. I don't like that film. And Final Wars is, I have to be in the right mood for, but the Heisei era, I just think has some more of the bland entries in the franchise, and so that one would definitely probably rank in terms of quality as my lowest, or I don't know if quality is the right term to use, but in terms of if I were to tally up them and give them numerical ratings and then categorize them based on that, the Heisei era would probably be my lowest. Showa era is 100% the best era. You're absolutely right, Michael. Final Wars is a party movie when you're already a bit tipsy, I suppose. I like Final Wars. I can just pop that one on. Like I said, I have to be in the right mood for it, but I can pop that one on and sit down and watch it and have fun with it without needing to be a little crunk beforehand. Final War is your favorite to watch? I mean, it is definitely Definitely a lot of people love that movie. It delivers on everything that people wanted. I like The Terror of Mechagodzilla. That is a good movie. Final Wars is the perfect turn your brain off movie. I feel that, yeah. It's just like a pure adrenaline rush. Godzilla or I'm not doing a collab. I don't even have anywhere near the time to collab with anybody. What's your favorite Mechagodzilla design? I love Kiryu personally. Mechagodzilla 1975. He is a very similar design to the 1974 Mechagodzilla, but he's slightly more angry looking. He's a little bit more gritty. Maybe not angry, that's probably the wrong word. Gritty is a better word. He's kind of got a little bit more grit and grime to him. He looks more weathered, and I really like that design a lot. Now on to figures. Do you like the NECA or SHMA as far as sculpts go? I know because they both look good, but in the end, I end up getting NECA because the price of SHMA Ghidorah. There was a lot to unpack there in that question. Personally, I like SH Monster Arts more. I don't know if I should say that considering NECA is one of the channel sponsors, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. Personally, I like SH Monster Arts more. So do you think Millie Bobby Brown, Madison? Oh, I know who Millie Bobby Brown is. You don't have to tell me. Is going to stay for the Monsterverse because, yeah, I like the character and see a lot of potential. I see a lot of potential with that character, too. I'm worried they're going to make her edgy in Godzilla vs. Kong. This is something I've been talking about for years now. I'm worried that they're going to make her edgy because she's got the new black hair. She's got the new punk look. I so badly don't want that to happen. I do not want a little edgy Millie Bobby Brown running around. That's going to be awful. I would think that if the Monsterverse were to continue, she could be one of our point of view characters for sure. Godzilla fits as a terrific anti-hero because you're not sure what he is doing, what he's doing, why he's doing what he's doing. Yeah, I feel that as well. Again, like I said, the 2014 incarnation of Godzilla, that was really good. I really liked him working on the side of nature and not caring about humanity. We don't mean anything to him. We're just kind of in the way. He's not going to punish us for that, but he's not doing it for us. You kind of get the sense in Godzilla King of the Monsters, at least a little bit, he's doing it for us. I think that has to do with like the little moment he has with Ford, and that has to do with the moment he has with Mark Russell. But in Godzilla 2014, he's doing it for him. And you do get that idea in Godzilla King of the Monsters as well. He is pissed off at Ghidorah, and he's going after Ghidorah with some vengeance, just wanting him gone because it's Ghidorah. But I feel like if it was any monster, Godzilla would have also still been going after him just to protect humanity. I mean, we even saw in the post-credits, right? Godzilla protecting cities from monsters or whatever. That's something that a hero Godzilla would do. Godzilla went from being a true force of nature to being a hero. And as much as I like King of the Monsters, I prefer the 2014 characterization of Godzilla. I got into Godzilla completely on accident because Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 was playing one time and sounded cool. Well, hey, here you are. You know? Who would have thought? Do you like the Mutos? Because I despise them. I love the Mutos. I think they are a great introduction to the Monsterverse. I think they were the perfect foes for Godzilla to take on in that first film. I think they are criminally underrated. I think their designs are really cool. I think their sound design especially is awesome. And I love their personalities. I love the fact that they actually have personalities. I really wanted Godzilla to stay a force of nature in King of Monsters. This makes Godzilla vs. Kong harder to write if they're both seen as protectors. Very much so. Yeah, very much so. Do you like the NECA 1962 Godzilla? I personally own it and think it's the best NECA Godzilla. I think that one's a very good Godzilla. It's a beefy figure. He is so much heavier than I remembered him last time I picked him up. And I like it a lot, yeah. I don't know which one's my favorite. Their Rodan is sick. That one's probably my favorite NECA Godzilla figure. But if I was going with a NECA Godzilla figure, I might go with, off the top of my head, I don't know, maybe 62. 64 was good. I just wish the cheeks were puffier. Have you had your wisdom teeth pulled? I had my wisdom teeth pulled back in 2017. Yeah, Godzilla 154 buying 1,064 figures. The 98 NECA looks so good. I agree. I'm very excited for that one. To be fair, Madison being edgy would be fairly appropriate with what happened to her, but it's important she can pull it off. There's a difference between edgy and depressed or grungy. I think Madison being depressed would make sense for Godzilla vs. Kong. When you're edgy, I feel like you're trying too hard to be depressed. I don't know if that makes any sense. When you're edgy, there's a certain level of cringiness to being edgy. I would not call Rick Grimes an edgy character. Rick Grimes is a badass character who is dangerous and threatening. If he were trying too hard to be badass, dangerous, and threatening, then he'd be edgy, because then there's a certain level of cringe that plays into it. And it's kind of the same with, like, the emo depressed girl stereotype, right? I would think that Madison would probably be depressed following the events of Godzilla King of the Monsters. I would think that would put her in a really bad position emotionally. But I don't know if she'd be edgy, kind of emo, or, like, I don't know, just trying too hard. How much did your wisdom teeth hurt? They didn't. The thing that hurt was when they stitched my gums to my cheek, and I couldn't talk. I had to talk like this, and when I was recording a video, I accidentally made too much emotion with my mouth, and I wound up tearing the stitching because they accidentally stitched my cheek to my gums. Favorite version of Mothra. The 2019 Mothra is my favorite version of Mothra, but my favorite Mothra design is the design we see in Godzilla Tokyo SOS. I imagine the character would be depressed, a bit shut off from everything. Maybe also aggressive. She's shown to have some emotion, some survival skills in fighting. Yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you say. I just hope she's not edgy. Which themes do you hope are brought back for Godzilla vs. Kong? I'm assuming you mean which themes do you hope are brought back? Godzilla's theme and the Kong Skull Island theme, the one that's heard in The Island and Project Monarch, is also heard all throughout that movie. I hope those themes are brought back. But yeah, the Toho Godzilla theme, Ifukube's Godzilla theme, I hope is brought back. I still need to get my wisdom teeth out, but hopefully they can come out without complications. Yeah, some people don't need their wisdom teeth pulled, so I guess it's kind of up to if you actually need it. I want to hear Sacred Springs. I don't know if that's like a request for me to pull the piano out and play Sacred Springs or not. If it is, I suppose I could. I'll just not ask again. I've been ignored several times. Well, Anakin, that was your shot. You wasted it. I read your comment and you ruined it by not asking. So, good job. Would you like a movie? Would you like a movie just about Godzilla? If you're saying Godzilla is the central character of the film, no. If you're saying Godzilla is the only monster in the film, yes. Speaking of edgy, do you consider Gigan from 2014 to be an edgy character? He tries so hard we can't pull it off. Not exactly. I've always been a fan of the Showa Godzilla design. I think that's a better design for Gigan, but I think the Final Wars design is still cool. I asked, geez, so you also have the high ground? I do have the high ground, Anakin. That was your question? That's what you got sensey about me not answering? I'm just tearing into Anakin Skywalker right now. He deserves it. He killed younglings. There's a new Godzilla Monopoly. I heard about that. Should be interesting. He's got chainsaws for hands, Derek. That's edgy. Ash Williams had a chainsaw for a hand and he wasn't edgy. He was a badass. I told you, when they're trying too hard, then it's edgy. Maybe Final Wars Gigan was trying a little too hard. Maybe. Maybe you're right. Speaking of Madison, I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to root for her in Godzilla vs. Kong, given that she was involved in the deaths of millions of people. And all depends on how they play it off. I mean, she was not to blame. It's not like she was the one who pulled the trigger. She tried to stop it, and then she saved lives. What are your thoughts about Godzilla's Revenge? I think Godzilla's Revenge is a genuinely good movie that is super overlooked and incredibly underrated. Did you fall for the SHMA April Fool's prank? I did not fall for that because I had already known about the bootleg Ghidorah, so that one didn't work on me. When I saw the images, I went, oh, that's the bootleg Ghidorah. I didn't even notice it was repainted. I just went, oh, that's the bootleg. Madison was willing to sacrifice her and stand up to Ghidorah face to face. Exactly. I mean, Madison is the only character who took initiative to actually try and stop the problem. She stole the orca. She set it up in Fenway. She 100% was willing to die right there. I think that Madison deserves a little more credit. Do you like any Westerns? Yeah, I do. I'm trying to get into that genre. I think that it's probably a genre I could see myself getting pretty into if I were to commit to it. Do you think Ford Brody will return in the Monsterverse? No, I do not think Ford Brody will return in the Monsterverse. I do not think general audiences liked him enough to warrant him returning. I liked him, though. I'm so tired. I won't kill any more younglings, just answer my question. What if the Showa era continued? I feel like I've talked about that, Anakin. Have I not talked about how I would like to see the Showa era continue as a comic book? Because I definitely talked about that. You think Magic the Gathering added Godzilla monsters? Are you asking if I think that? Because it is a fact that that happened. The whole Fenway scene is the reason I like the character so much. Well, there you go. It worked for Madison Russell in the chat. Random request. Why don't you try to one-shot Godzilla? I suppose I could try in the future. Next time I see him, I'll make sure. Are you going to see Monster Hunter 2020 in September? Nope. If you're tired, go to sleep. Go to sleep at not even 8 o'clock. If you could see any crossover, what would it be? I don't know. I just want to know why Madison would have been enrolled in school, despite the fact she's probably been homeschooled for years and the events of King of the Monsters happened only a year before. Well, it's not even a probably situation. It is that she has been homeschooled. She has absolutely been homeschooled because it's flat out stated in the novelization. She gets a full introduction in the novelization where they talk about how, she's this incredibly bright person. She's been homeschooled for years, but recently she's kind of stopped going to school so that she could focus on everything that Emma's doing. I don't know why she would enroll in public school. I don't know. It might be a private school. We don't know. But if the rumors are true and she's in school in Godzilla vs. Kong, I guess we can chalk that one up to Mark Russell can't homeschool her and he can't afford a professional to come to his house. I mean, One Shot Godzilla by Eminem. Gotcha. I don't know the lyrics to it is why I don't try and one-shot Eminem. I only know a certain amount of lyrics to that. I don't know the full rap. I don't know if I would call Mark dumb. Mark is one of the smartest characters in the MonsterVerse, which is kind of my problem with him, is he's too smart. I still have some beef with the novel. I know it's childish, but I just do. I don't know what beef you have with the novel. Okay, doing it again. I don't know what you're doing, Ellis. You hate that song? The Godzilla song from Eminem? Read mine if you like Kaiju Collection. I don't know what Kaiju Collection is. I wish NECA could make GVK figures. I really want good articulated figures for a reasonable price of those leaked toys instead of Playmates. My brain didn't even process what I read right there. I read it out loud, and I don't even understand what I just read out loud. I mean, if he can't pay for homeschooling or professional, then Monarch must pay extremely poor. He's not in Monarch, bud. He quit Monarch, and I don't know if he will be back in Monarch in Godzilla vs. Kong, or if it will just be the fact that he's connected to Monarch through Chen. Considering Serizawa is dead, Mark kind of took over a bit already as the leader in King of the Monsters, so he probably won't have the time or safety for Madison. He has to deal with the Titans all the time, probably. Assuming he's still in Monarch. In the novelization, granted, it's stated early into the novelization that his plan is to immediately leave Monarch once the events of the story are over. But by the end of it, he kind of comes around on the idea of Godzilla, and so he's kind of more receptive to Monarch. But again, I don't know if he's actually going to be back in Monarch in the new film, or if he's going to be on his own, and then Madison Russell, his daughter's with him now, and maybe just through Chen, the two of them get dragged back into the conflict. I don't know. I have no idea. It's one of those nights. What's your favorite type of food? Fruit. I hope SH Monsters doesn't mess up Kong 2020. I hope they just do Kong 2020. I'm going to make you art piece and send it to you Twitter, okay? That's what I like to hear. Madison looks depressed in the King of the Monsters movie. I'm sure she has a lot of reason to be. She's probably going to be back in Monarch, even if he has a potential relationship with Chen. Should be enough to provide for her schooling. True. Assumes they actually follow up on that plot line. True. Yeah, Chen could be the reason, maybe. I tried to play that bit Cold-Blooded King. In Cold-Blooded King. What? Play Pacific Rim theme. Can you sing Godzilla by Blue Oyster Cult? Are we getting piano requests? I don't know. I guess if we get enough piano requests, I could play the piano. Will they have a cog suit of the press like the Godzilla during King of the Monsters? I'd imagine. Someone saying no lyrical songs. To the dude who keeps requesting the Family Guy theme, I will say this now, and I will say it once and one time only. If you request me to do the Family Guy theme one more time, I will block you. Play Billie Eilish. I don't know if people would be very happy if I did that. Have you seen the Lost Godzilla vs. Wolfman footage? I have seen it, yes. Do you think Madison Weaver will return to the MonsterVerse? Mason Weaver. No, I don't think Mason Weaver will return to the MonsterVerse. I just hope the reason she's in school is she wanted to see how normal life feels. Also, the world almost ended a year before. Why are schools still going? Well, The world's ending right now and schools are still going, aren't they? In a year, they'll be back in session. It happens. People die. Did she tell the Russians, though? Unlikely, man. It's unlikely she told the Russians. Or when the Monsterverse continues, I really want the threat destroyer like Thanos if he shows up later on. Yeah, I think Destroyer could work in a movie after Godzilla vs. Kong. You just hope her motivation isn't that she wanted to know what normal school felt like. I agree. I think that would be a very weird motivation. Maybe if it was just that she needed to socialize, maybe if it was just like strictly maybe Mark, okay, here's an idea. Maybe Mark realizes that she's too deep in Monarch. Again, if you read the novelization, she's very deep in Monarch. That's all she's known her entire life. And she's been living with them in China for like a year or whatever before the events of Godzilla King of the Monsters. So maybe Mark views her as like she's going to be too far gone. She's going to know nothing but Monarch. And so maybe he enrolls her in school to try and give her a sense of normality and try and make her a little bit more normal. That way it wouldn't be like her being like, I want to be what a normal kid is like. That way it's like she needs this. Otherwise she will wind up bad or wrong or whatever. I could see that being a potential. Do you like Chick-fil-A? I sure do. Tastes real yummy. I think Madison needs some for developmental therapy. Yeah, maybe. I watch your piano vid. Thank you very much, Rachel. Do you like Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah? The movie? Yeah. I mean, this played in a lot of movies. What? Where'd that comment go? I mean, this is played in a lot of movies where a kid that usually is homeschooled switches schools. Yeah, that is seen in quite a few flicks. I'm going to be leaving love your channel and your Q and A. Thank you very much, Godzilla Or. See you later. It's the first time we agreed on that issue, D-Man. We agreed on what issue? What issue did we just agree on? How long do you think the Monsterverse will continue? Probably 5 years maximum, maybe. I don't know. I've been thinking of drawing you on Skull Island looking at the Northern Lights with Kong. Hell yeah, do it. Don't worry, I won't try Anakin's youngling soup. Will Godzilla finally be free of having his potential wasted like what happened in the anime trilogy? Ha ha ha, good one. What do you think of Miki Sagusa's relationship in the Heisei series? I think she is a character that should have been developed a lot more. Mental health issues just like I am D-Man 1954. That could work. However, you would think that would be a bad idea, seeing as her mom tried to end civilization. She would be hated almost instantaneously at school. But no one knows that, right? I mean, it's not like she's prancing around telling everybody, hey, my mom is the one that woke up Ghidorah. You could easily pin that one on the terrorists and be like, it was Jonah Allen. Because Emma's message only played to Monarch. It didn't play all over the world. It only played to Monarch. Would you buy a Monster Arts 84? I'd do it in a heartbeat. Yeah, I would. Do you have an Instagram account? I do have an Instagram account. It's called King of Kings. Do you watch any sports? Nope. Don't watch any sports. We'll be right back. All right. See you in a second, Funky Cat. I'm gonna head out. Love you. I'm gonna make a piece of art for you. Thank you very much, Godzilla's little bro Morales. What are your thoughts on Avengers Endgame? I thought it was a very good movie. Should I continue watching the Showa era after Astro Monster? Yes, absolutely. I don't think it gets better than anything you've seen, but there are some good ones in there that you definitely don't want to miss, like Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, Godzilla vs. Gigan, Terror of Mechagodzilla, Destroy All Monsters. Why watch sports when you can watch Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster? Exactly, that's what I've been saying this whole time. It's all about Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. Well, I don't think they would tell something from a secret organization in a school. Yeah, exactly. Although all of Monarch's secrets have been revealed to the public, so who knows? Godzilla's Revenge is a masterpiece. I love how you use Godzilla's Revenge as the thumbnail, lol. Yeah. I make characters like Godzilla. They're called God Beasts. Alon, Erlon, and Tiberlon? Trebelon? Where can I find Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 1974? Amazon. You can find it on Amazon. And you can find it in the Criterion Collection Godzilla set. Godzilla's Revenge is one of my favorites. In my opinion, I can relate to Ishiro, as I was bullied when I was younger. I think Ishiro is a very relatable character. I know a lot of people trash on him, but like I said earlier in the stream, I think that movie's a genuinely good movie. Dude, I'm so tired. And the minute I lay down to go to sleep, it's going to be like wide awake. Do you want to see how Godzilla... What? Do you want to see how Godzilla put Ghidorah under ice? I don't need to, no. I only have one SH Monster Arts figure, Godzilla 1995 Birth version. I'm waiting to get the 2002 Godzilla. 2002 Godzilla is a good one. But unlike Ishiro, you couldn't grow to 50 meters tall and poison them with radiation. Well, Ishiro never did that either. That was Minya who did that. Anakin. Have you seen Pacific Rim 1 and 2? Right? You have seen Pacific Rim 1 and 2, right? Yes, I have. I've reviewed both of them on the channel. Good night, kiddo. Alright, good night, Jared. Did you see Godzilla in IMAX? I did, multiple times. Yeah, I'm like that too. I feel tired for hours, but when I try to sleep, I just can't. Yeah, that's how I am. Isn't it like 11 p.m. there? Go to sleep. It is not 11 p.m. It's 8:13. I think I said it on Twitter. Is this the same Madison Russell from Twitter? What? What? I didn't know that. I just realizing this. I think I said it on Twitter. I would quite like to see some people who bully her have found out about what happened, but she kicks the crap out of them. I don't know. I feel like that might make her a little unsympathetic if she beats up some kids. She definitely has more training than they do. Are you into horror films? I am into horror films. Yes, sir. I have homework in about 2 hours. I have homework to do. Or I have to do homework in about 2 hours. Kill me. I feel that, buddy. I feel that as well. Madison could probably kill someone if she wanted to. Absolutely. It's the same person from Twitter? Well, you could have fooled me. I did not think that it would be the same Madison Russell from Twitter. Ichi the Classy. Yeah, I know. James, I know it's you. I knew you two. I knew you were the same person. Did you see the confirmation of a trailer by the end of the month? Not the BS leak that gave a firm date of April 10th. No, I did not see the confirmation of a trailer by the end of the month, and if you actually saw that, I don't believe it. Whenever it happens, but I'm not holding out hope, and I don't think it will happen this month. I sure would like to see something. I don't think I would like to see a trailer this month. I would like to see still images this month. And I'd like to see a trailer next month in May. That is how I would do it. If I were in charge, I would release still images at the end of this month and a trailer in the month of May. That's what I would do. But no, I did not see supposed confirmation, and considering this is the very beginning of April, I think it's incredibly unlikely that whatever you saw came from a reliable source, because now is the time to fool people on the internet. Is Madison Russell heading out? She's going to bed? Did she say she was going to bed? I didn't see it. It doesn't even feel like April. Sure doesn't. Aw, see ya, Madison. Is Madison Russell a guy or a girl? Is the person running the Madison Russell account a guy or a girl? I do not know. It just feels like March 2nd. Yeah, it does. What a terrible March that was. This is the worst March ever. This February and March have been awful. Actually, it's been pretty awful since January. This January, February, and March have been awful. And my last February and March were pretty awful as well. But this is a whole nother level of awful. I think it was very clear to people on the channel a year ago, February and March 2019, that I was overworked and exhausted, and I was dealing with a lot emotionally. And I think it was pretty clear to people that I wasn't in the greatest place mentally, but that does not even remotely compare to where I'm at now. I'm so over it. I'm so over everything. Only highlight last month was my birthday, and even that wasn't really anything. That sucks, man. Happy birthday, late birthday. I know I said it on Twitter. I don't remember if I ever sent you a message. I definitely intended to send you a message, but I remember tweeting you and then being like, well, my job here is done. And I don't remember if I ever sent the message, but I definitely intended to send you a message. Bro, this Anakin Skywalker guy think he's hilarious talking about the younglings. You only tweeted me? Well, just know that I definitely intended to send you a message, and if I didn't, I don't know why on earth I didn't. But I remembered I was going to send you a message, and then I tweeted you, and for whatever reason in my head I was like, well, that solves that one. Can you play Godzilla by Blue Oyster Cult? I sure can. If more people want to see me play it, I guess now's the time to request it. If you want to see me play the piano, you gotta put it in the chat so I know you want to see me play piano. My birthday's in an hour and a half. Well, happy birthday, Dobrzilla. I hope you have a good birthday. Is the yes in reference to me playing Godzilla? Alright, I'm seeing a few people saying they want it. That the Kong Skull Island poster you have is badass. Thanks, it's pretty sick. Alright, I'm seeing a few requests telling me to play it. Alright, I'll play it. Get the piano out. that's the pedal, for those of you who don't know. This piano sucks. This is a bad piano. Alright. Okay. Okie dokie. It's too loud? Tell me if it's too loud. You gotta tell me now. What the hell is happening here? What's happening with the... Okay, there we go. Me on my birthday. I'll read that comment. Me on D-Man's birthday wishes him a happy birthday. On the hour, multiple social medias. D-Man on my birthday sends me a tweet. My work here is done. You know, it's the thought that counts, and I definitely thought about sending you a message, and I don't know why I forgot. I'd imagine I was doing schoolwork that day, considering it was in March, but for whatever reason, I never got around to it. So happy birthday, man. Happy birthday a month late. Alright. Turn down the volume just a bit so that it's not overwhelming. And give me one warm-up. I don't know, I feel like I'm far away today. I still don't have this setup quite down. I still don't know how I want to do this setup. Whatever. I feel like, I don't know what's going on with the setup today. I feel like I'm so awkwardly set up here, but we'll work with it. And again, a little disclaimer. Not used to playing this piano. This is not my primary piano, so I have to condense the song. It's a lot smaller than I'm used to. Blah, blah, blah. Not going to be as good as if I played on the other piano. I'm going to mess up. There's your warning for what's about to happen. I really don't know. I don't like this setup. Whatever. It's okay. I'm overthinking it, right? Ooh, too loud? Too loud. Should I sing it There you go. Pretty awesome, right? Live and Die. I don't know Live and Die. I also feel like I'm very not used to singing this much, and so my voice has been on a bit of a downward spiral here these past few nights, as I feel like my throat's just too tired to do this. And I'm very tired. I don't know any Elton John. Godzilla March, did I not just play it? That's basically all I remember of Mechagodzilla. History shows again and again. Overworked and entirely exhausted D-Man. And overworked and entirely exhausted D-Man. Yeah, very good. History shows again and again and overworked and entirely exhausted D-Man. I don't know how that one would exactly work, but it'd be something like that, right? Notice this comment before the video ends, please. I noticed it. Can you play Goldfinger? I cannot play Goldfinger, no. Take out entirely and it'll work better. And overworked and exhausted. History shows again and again and overworked and exhausted D-Man. I don't know Live and Die, my guy. I can't even think of how Live and Die goes off the top of my head. I'd have to listen to it. I could try. I don't know how good I'm going to do. Live and Die. XAI. Alright, let's see what we got here. This is how I learn music, by the way. As this is exactly my method. Is it just the same chord? Is it just the same note with different chords, maybe? Something like this. I don't know. I usually do it with headphones in, which makes it a lot better. Yeah, when I wear headphones, it's a lot easier to tell what notes I'm supposed to be playing. Because it's kind of hard to just tell what chords I'm trying to play like that. Not Live and Let Die, not Live and Die. No, I don't know Live and Let Die either. Kiryu's theme. I don't know if I remember that. It's know if this is the Kiryu theme you wanted. I'm trying to remember. some of the parts in there. I know a question everyone hasn't been asked yet. What is the question? I don't know who will know. I don't know it off the top of my head. Now this one, doesn't this one play in Shin Godzilla? There's more to it, but I don't know it. Go blue. I don't know what that means. Your vids are heaven to me. Well, thank you very much. Can you play the opening to Final Wars? No. It's just like. Might be a bit too much in a major key. The song might be in a minor key. I don't know. I don't know the Big Chungus song. I'm watching Godzilla King of the Monsters. Awesome. It's a good movie. I like it. Pacific Rim. Want Pacific Rim again? I played this the other day, but I'll play it again. Godzilla 154. It has been so long since I've played this song. I do not remember exactly how to play it, but I believe it goes something like this. Maybe it's this? Yeah, I already did play Pacific Rim Jaws, man. I literally just played it too. That was like the almost the last thing I played before I switched to my custom. Do you like that little change up there at the end rather than going into? I mean, it makes sense. It's supposed to be a Godzilla custom theme, not a Ghidorah custom. I mean, technically, it was supposed to be a Godzilla King of the Monsters custom theme for the movie, because I guess the idea was always to have that as Godzilla's theme. That was always the idea. But yeah. And then what I was saying earlier at the start of the stream, when I was a kid and I very first figured out Godzilla's theme, this is how I used to play it. And of course, now we know that is not right. That's not in the right key at all. It's which is very different than playing them back to back is a big difference, right? Yeah, never go wrong with the iconic thing. Exactly. I'll try and struggle to remember one of my other ones. It's also been about a year since I've played this, which I guess is kind of embarrassing that I don't even remember how to play my own music anymore, but I think it's something like this. I might have it totally out of key. wish I could play Baby Blue. I do not know how to play that song. So you got another request for Destroy All Monsters. That's a simple enough one that I'm gonna mess up anyways. So I get a request from Godzilla 154 here. Epic. Nailed that one. It's Jingle Bells and you still messed up? I know. Yeah, I can. I have to remember what key it's in. There at the end. Everyone's all talking to Goji Fan 93 in the chat as if it's actually him. I want to be like you. I wouldn't want to be like me. I do not know Kaiser Ghidorah's theme. Yes, Chris, I see you spamming my name. Play your own rendition of Mushino. Okay. Get it? It's dog shit. See you, Rachel. Don't forget, I know who you are. I know who the guy on the Goji fan account is because you've shown me the account before. So I know who that is. What inspired you to play piano? I wanted to learn Godzilla's music on piano. So I wanted a piano. So there you go. Avengers Infinity War. Like that's a song? Like that. I messed that up. We'll try that one more time. What the hell? What am I doing wrong? There we go. Now I figured it out. I fixed it. I figured out what I was doing wrong. Apparently I didn't. cannot do Geigen Awaken. He-Man's dyslexia isn't just for words, it's for smells. Looks like it affects his piano too. It seems it affects his piano too. Yeah. I don't know what. See, talk about dyslexic. I read the word as smells. Oh, good thing the imposters, or the imposter, good thing the manager's back. Manager, feel free to time anybody out who spams. Anybody you want. Alright, we got any other requests? Ready for this? No requests. It's super mod. I don't know, Tetris. And I tried All-Star yesterday, I couldn't figure it out. I don't know what that third chord is. Unless that's it. I don't think that's it though, man. I don't think that's the right chord. Oh, that's it. I don't even remember how to play the meme mashup. gonna skip to. Oh, did it go like this? Something like this. Can you tell I haven't played this in a long time? I do not have enough. Totally got distracted by chat. something like that. I learned that song for the video, and then I never bothered to play it again after I made the video. So it's been 4 months since I played that song. Play Breaking Bad? What would that even sound like? Something like that. Remember to drink plenty of water. Will do. Play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Don't know it. Don't know Tetris. Would you want me to make a fan art? Would you want me to make you fan art? Remember, I only have pencil and notebook and markers. Go for it. If you want to do it, go for it. Play Haram Ranch? Yeah, that's a good one. Play your favorite cartoon theme song. Derek can't read Spanish. Is accurate. That's all we got for cartoon theme song. We'll end it here. We'll end it with this one. And I feel like I should just keep playing this every single night. That was loud. No, I don't know Spanish. I feel like I should play this every night just so that theoretically I'm supposed to get better every time I play it, right? And those of you who have tuned in this week, you will know. Unless I'm being told right now. Okay, no more. Never mind. The boomers need to sleep. So that was where we end it. We'll end it with this little riff, right? Just as a final goodbye for the piano. And that's where we'll end it. Oh, I like getting caught on the trash can there. Boomers ruin everything. You looked Hispanic when I met you at G-Fest? I don't even know what that means. Alright, you're heading out. Godzilla YouTube experience. See you later. Nice Goji poster, BTW. Thanks. F and chat for the piano. Well, I was only going to do one more song anyway, so it didn't really make a difference. No, I don't expect too much. I won't expect too much from you, bud. You'll send it to me on Instagram? Alright. What kaiju are you gonna do next? I don't understand what that means. Favorite Evangelion episode? There were some good ones, weren't there? I saved a couple. I can't tell you off the top of my head a favorite Evangelion episode. But maybe if I look through the list of ones that I saved, I could tell you. The Life, Death, and Decisions is a really good episode. And In the Still Darkness is one of my favorite episodes of the show. Same with A Man's Battle. A Man's Battle I thought was really good. Do you still know the Terror of Mechagodzilla theme? I know some of it. I don't know the full song anymore. Have you played Call of Duty? I have played Call of Duty. Want to turn off caps lock? And then people just having their own conversations in the chat. Do you like Minecraft? I don't have a problem with Minecraft. I do like Minecraft. I told you guys, once D Manager shows up in chat, he polices things, so you gotta watch out, man. I'm texting the manager right now. Are you excited to see spoilers? It depends on how they execute it. Still no word on if graduation is going to happen or not. Sucks to be class of 2020. Yeah, that sucks, man. Yeah, that'd be pretty awful. I don't know. I feel like there are 2 years of school where I think I would be very heartbroken to go through what everyone's going through right now, and that would be last year and my 8th grade year. I think both of those years would have really hurt to wind up kicked out of school, you know. Manager just texts me and says caps lock is a no-no. So there you go. If you're in the chat, caps lock is a no-no. I should be leaving middle school this year, and I want to do it properly. I feel that, man, and I feel bad. I feel you. My class year is 2021. Hopefully it'll get better soon. I think it will, Anthony. I think it will get better soon. We're watching you from ETN. Mr. L, Mr. L, are you there? Who is the... I'm going to feel so bad because I don't remember her name. I only seen her in the one stream. She only showed up yesterday. It was the first time I ever met her. So the fact that I don't know her name, Mr. L, but you know who you are. Omnidoll. Yes, Omnidoll. She's a legend. You two are both legends for sticking around, going from Rob's stream to my stream, and then streaming with me for 5 hours. That's pretty epic, man. Shout out to you guys for doing that. That's awesome. I have not seen an ETM stream in a while. It's been a hot minute since I've been able to tune in. I see Monstrosities After Dark is also going tonight. They got a seemingly big lineup.
Your username is...
And then, yeah, I see Rob still going. You're awesome, D-Man, especially with your beard. Yeah, thanks. Beard is epic. Yeah, shout out to Omnidoll. I manage the D-Boy. Actually, manager, straight up, I'm getting so many emails that I can't keep up with them. And I've considered getting you to legitimately manage the emails because there's a lot of sponsorships coming my way, and I don't entirely always know which ones are the right ones, and you tend to. Check my DMs, you say. All right. Want to join call. I'm not going to be streaming or up much later, so I don't know what good it would do if I joined. Yeah, I'm basically gonna wrap up here pretty soon. I see my brother's also here. We got most of the mods in the chat today. And I think Brayton might still be lurking because he tends to lurk. So maybe Brayton is still here as well. Yeah, I see Rob's wrapping up as well. What happened to Anakin? He probably got timed out. You ever notice how once we hit this point, the chat just dies? Will you stream tomorrow? I will not stream tomorrow, no. Tony and Kaiju Noir are the only ones not here. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Rob was wrapping up. Went through a lot in our RE3, Resident Evil 3. Well, I hope he persevered. I see you, Kinky Twinkie. What's up, Kinky Dora? How you doing, buddy? How's quarantine been coming along? You know, quarantine's going just how, it's just about as awful as you'd expect. Yeah. I'm telling you, if it rains for as long as you say it's gonna rain, that's gonna not make me happy. I sure do like not being inside constantly. What video game icon do you like? I mentioned earlier that I don't play video games. It's crazy that I watched It and It Chapter 2 and I'm 11. I watched a lot of movies like that when I was around that age, before I turned 14. Me and Anakin will be back. D-Man and D-Manager will be back. Are you an extrovert? I am not an extrovert. It's not like I'm an introvert, or I don't know. I kind of walk the line between introvert and extrovert. It depends on the context of the situation. It depends on what mood I'm in. But I can be either depending on how I'm feeling. Thank you very much for the donation, Kinky Dora. I appreciate it. Give me them glasses. Oink, oink, click, click. Which glasses do you want, Kinky? You looking for the purple ones? Or do you want other ones? I got the purple ones right here. Unless you're looking for the Stark glasses, which I know you're a fan of. You may want the Stark glasses. I'm an omnivert? That's funny. What's your favorite hero? Ben 10. He's an extra intro extrovert. Exactly. That's exactly right. Is it weird to think that of all the people in this chat, probably only like 5 of you actually have met me in person? Where's the Kong Cup? It hasn't been in the past 3 live streams. You know, the Kong Cup is retired. It got a... Oh, unless you're talking about the King Kong 2005 Cup. The Kong Skull Island Cup is retired. It got a crack in it, and I didn't want to ruin it, so I retired that cup. If you're talking about the King Kong 2005 Cup, I don't know where that is. I think it's just in the cabinet. Have you seen the live-action Ben 10 movies? I have seen the live-action Ben 10 movies. I can't meet you in person. I'm in Area 51. Kinky, I'm coming to get you out. We're coming to bust you out. Me and Mecha D-Man will bust you out. What's your favorite Mecha Godzilla incarnation? My favorite Mecha Godzilla incarnation is the 75 one. Of course, I'm talking about the 05 Kong, the 05 Cup. It's iconic. I suppose it is. Who would win in a fight, Zilla cartoon or King Kong 2017? King Kong 2017, I think, would take that fight. Although that would probably be a good fight, though. I think Zilla from the animation could put up a good fight. See, when I wear these glasses in videos, people complain and they're like, we can't see your eyes. We need to see your eyes. Otherwise, it's not a good video. Also, yeah, pretty sure only few of us in this chat have actually met you in person, unless there's some others you met at G-Fest here. No, I think there's only a few people that I met at G-Fest. If you constantly use caps lock, I'm going to consider it as spam. There's the rules. I don't argue with the manager because he's got a lot more experience than I do, so whatever his rules are, they go. Stop tempting me with those stylish glasses. They are pretty stylish, aren't they? I want to see you as a killer. You want the light off, I'm assuming? I'm not going to turn the light off. I don't want to. Is G-Fest going to be canceled this year? Yes or no? I have no idea how I can answer that. I'm not putting on G-Fest. I'm not the one running it. I have no way of answering that question. Do you think Godzilla vs. Kong will do well against 007? Do you think it will do poorly in the box office? No, I don't think 007 is going to hurt the film that much. I think that they will detract from one another, but I don't think that No Time to Die is going to murder Godzilla vs. Kong at the box office like some people tend to think. I don't think that's going to be the case at all. Yeah, I just don't see that happening. Imagine if they delay Godzilla vs. Kong because of the coronavirus. It's entirely possible, and I think that's a possibility that people need to ready themselves for, because I do think that is something that is potentially coming on down the line. I do think that that could happen, so I think people need to get ready for that possibility, and I don't think people should be as upset about it as they tend to be. What's your favorite horror movie? That's a good question, and I don't even know how to answer that. Probably Fright Night. The 1980s Fright Night might be my favorite horror movie, but there's a lot of good ones. John Carpenter's The Thing is awesome. I loved the 2018 Halloween movie. Yeah, there's a lot of great horror movies. I love horror movies. It's my favorite genre outside of kaiju movies. Where can I meet you, D-Man? I'm really serious when I say if I'm watching something I'm really invested in, I'll click off your streams or vids. You'll click off to watch my vids. I appreciate that. You can meet me at G-Fest or Anime Matsuri, depending on which one happens when and when you go. We just gotta hope the marketing is fantastic for Godzilla vs. Kong, no matter the competition, the film. Oh, thank you, Kinky. No matter the competition, the film won't do good if the marketing isn't done well. Exactly. They have to get people to buy tickets first. Yeah, exactly. They really need to make the ad campaign a banger. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. Kinky Dora, thank you so much for the donation. This is the Kinkyverse sends their regards. So does Rob. The bowler of loads. The blower of loads. Have I mentioned I'm dyslexic? The blower of loads. My cameo has overstayed its due. Oh, you're leaving? No. Time to oink oink. Stay Corona-chan free, and don't let the kinky bugs bite. Well, thank you, Kinky. See you later. Do you know that Jupiter's big red dot is actually a hurricane? I did know that, yes. I wish I could donate, but I don't have any money. Don't stress it. Have you ever gotten formally checked for dyslexia? No. But as a kid, I used to have to be in special reading class because I couldn't keep up with other students reading. So I think that's proof that I might be at least slightly dyslexic. The fact that I was tested in elementary school and my writing was fine. All my other scores were fine. I was good at math. I was good at science. I was good at writing, but I was not able to keep up with reading. It wasn't that I couldn't read. It was just that I wasn't able to keep up. And so I used to have to take like special reading class, and it used to piss me off so much. So yeah, I guess that's the closest we have to a formal diagnosis, but no, I have not gotten checked. Did Anakin get blocked? What happened to Anakin? If he blocked him, he blocked him. It's out of my hands. Do you have many boxes of Z-bars during this quarantine situation? I do have many boxes of Z-bars, yes. You spam, you'll be timed out. Exactly. I said that at the start of the stream. Do you remember at the start of the stream, before D-Manager even showed up, I said, if you spam, I am going to block you. Or, yeah, I just blocked that first guy. I didn't even time him out. I straight up blocked him. I don't recommend that as the model. I only did that because that guy was one of those annoying spam accounts that just wants nothing but attention. I would donate, but my parents would get mad. That's alright, Funky Cat. Don't worry about it. If you retaliate, Godzilla King of the Monsters, you're gonna get timed out. I've been on this live stream since the beginning. Yes, you have, Godzilla War. You certainly have. I don't watch Dragon Ball Z. Mothra is not a boomer. Well, it seems the chat has reached that point of no return, so send in your final comments, your final questions. We are going to wrap it up here. Yeah, send in your final thoughts here. If D-Manager blocked him, it's going to be a hassle to undo it. Well, you know, if he blocked him, he blocked him. He says he didn't block him. But if he blocked him, I mean, the kid was, I don't know, spamming? So y'all are talking about just this one Anakin dude. Yeah, so I think we're gonna wrap up the stream here. Thank you all for tuning in. I think we had a nice mixture today of Q&A and music. This is kind of a 50-50 stream. The first hour was Q&A, the second hour was music. I think that worked out well. If you had $1 billion, what would you spend it on? If I had $1 billion, you realize how much money $1 billion is? I would have the influence to get my book published. That's what I would spend it on. Will you be streaming tomorrow night? I will not be streaming tomorrow night. I will not be home tomorrow night. All right. I see we're ending the stream with getting that kid timed out. Seems like for future streams, piano has to stop at 9 because the boomers need to sleep. Yeah, that's pretty much the trend, isn't it? Because they head up to bed. They head up to bed at about 9, and then they're gonna lay there for another hour awake, as they do, watching TV and scrolling through Facebook. But during that time, I'm not allowed to play because those are the rules. What fan art do you want me to do? King Kong and the Northern Lights. D-Manager is here to keep order. Damn right. All right, I'm going to peace on out of here, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time for the next one. And see you guys Wednesday for the Godzilla vs. Kong Story Pitch 3. Like I said, that will actually be going up on Wednesday. The video is finished. I'm excited to share it with you guys. I hope you all have a great night. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Stay indoors. Be healthy. Be good people. I'm trying to steal everybody's outro. What are the other good outros? And stay big, G fans. Got it. All right. Thanks, everybody. D-Man out.